found something else here. Okay, so here we go. I'm riding Daisy. And that's Willis, and Riley's riding him. And then Carol's riding Shorty. And then we got Cody. He's gonna pack our lunch. And we got Cougar and Bjorn. They're so excited to get out. They're just having fun. So here we are. We're headed that direction. So that would be northeast. Trotting through the snow. Gotta get across this big old flat here so we can look off the other side. Oh, tracks of some wild horses here. So we might see some wild horses.
He's like, if Daisy thinks it's crazy,
Well, there's not even a cloud in the sky. Well, maybe a tiny bit, but not very much. A lot of wild horse tracks around. I think we might see some today. Here is a canyon. I think we might go try to get down in the bottom and follow it down. We'll look off the edge here. Looks pretty good where this canyon ends up. That's what makes it fun. Which we could go down right there. There's a trail. Watch your...
underneath is not too wet.
Just gonna follow this canyon down and see where it takes us. And then we'll have to figure out how to get back up and out. Get back to the truck later on. Just love riding in the snow. Not very deep here, but it is way fun. Be interesting to see where this takes us. Looks like we got 3 different forks here. Got that one right there, that one over there, and the one we came down.
A canyon within a canyon.
So,
That's kind of different.
anyways, it's kind of cool.
Like a little mini canyon. What was up with him, but I guess he got it out of his system.
It's amazing all the different type of rocks you run into out here.
So, but, like,
It's pretty
so
cool.
I don't know what it is.
Oh. Sit down.
Don't see.
Yeah. Oh, found something else here. I'd have to probably say that's an old cow.
Second.
There's the hip bone and the vertebrae. Old cow. Yep.
There's something there too.
Yep.
Like there's the hoof. Bjorn is enjoying the hoof.
Oh, that's a horse. Actually, yeah. Just a dead horse. There's the horsehair right there. And then that's the hoof.
Look, there's some bone in it.
So, right here, this is the inside of a hoof. Sorry, I fell down. So this is the coffin bone, which is stuck in there. Oh no, there we go. But anyways, that's the coffin bone right there. Coffin bone, the hoof capsule, then you got the frog, the bars, and then you got the wall, the hoof. Anyways, that's a Mustang foot right there. So it wasn't a cow, it was a wild horse. Pretty cool. But that's the coffin bone. If you ever want to see a coffin bone inside a hoof, there you go. So this is the horse's head right here. And then the lower jaw and all of his teeth. So, and then there's the neck, rib cage. Oh, here we go. Here's the hoof on the leg still. So it looks like that hoof is pretty short. Anyways, wore it down to nothing. Kind of cool. And then you got the hip and the backbone there. So anyways, cool. We found a wild horse, a dead one. Here comes another canyon. This one, just a lot of different fingers of canyons coming down. Stuff. It's pretty cool. I think this might be the end of our trip down the canyon. We'll see when we get here. It looks like it's kind of getting more rocky, but we'll see. Now we're gonna have to explore this We might not be able to get across it here.
I guess Cordy did it, huh? Did he just walk across there?
Yeah.
Like, people on the road!
Yeah, you guys are so excited. Well, this might be our ending. I don't know if we can get off of here. So there's probably a 20-30 foot drop off right there. Anyways, so this is the end of the line for horses. Kind of cool canyon. And then we'll go on back up to the, I'm just walking here because there's a spot that we could maybe jump the horses off, but we didn't want to jump them off and then have to jump them back up if we couldn't get down any further. So this part isn't bad. Well, that's a pretty cool picture right there. Well, it's too bad we can't make it down the canyon. It'd be a fun canyon. See where it went. Yeah, we're gonna go out the same way we came in because we want to go further to the east. Getting a few more clouds out. there we go. We got the horses tied up to the dead tree. Hopefully there will be good horses and they won't pull back and take off. Riley is building a fire here. He's got it going. I'm gonna go get more firewood. I have to show you our hamburger cooking quite good. So we got done with lunch and we're headed up a trail, a Mustang trail, and anyways, and we're headed up a different fork, so we'll just see where it goes. See if we can find some other cool spot. Oh yeah, that's cool. You can see wild horse tracks. They've been up this way too.
Oh, there we go. Okay, here you go. Oh, there's Cody, right there. Come on, right there. Come on, Cody. Attaboy. All right, you got it. Do that again. Oh, wow, Cody, now you got away.
Climbing up and out of the canyon. Cody didn't bleed very good around that ledge, so we got him up there.
Well, this is the other canyon we could have gone down into, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So we're getting close to the edge of this plateau. And we'll be able to look off. I sure love the shadows of the horse and the rider. Look at that view. That's incredible. Way cool. Pretty amazing. Holy smoke. Just so much country and so much rock, and very cool rock.
Which that is, you have the bridle or the reins for the bridle,
got an itch there on her nose. She's using my boot to scratch her nose. Well, we made it back to the truck. The sad thing is we made it back before it got dark, but my wife is really happy about that, so I guess that's a good thing. So we rode 13 miles today. So we didn't have any buckets, or any water creeks to cross, so we're giving them a good drink before we head home.